I have friends in Texas. Renee has family in Texas, and there are obviously a shit ton of good people in Texas. But Texas, over the course of my lifetime, has become a dystopian hellscape. And this is further proof. Texas Children's will create Detransition clinic to settle DOJ and state investigation. Texas Children's Hospital must create the country's first ever detransition clinic, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton said Friday in announcing a settlement agreement that concludes a years-long investigation into the medical center's treatment program for transgender youth. As part of the deal, the Houston hospital also agreed to terminate 5 doctors who previously provided transition care to children and to pay $10 million to resolve allegations that the hospital improperly billed the state's Medicaid program for transition care, according to a news release from Paxton's office. For the first 5 years of the clinic's operation, Texas Children's must provide detransition care for free. Officials have not detailed exactly what the detransition clinic will offer. Detransitioning, which involves no longer identifying as transgender or stopping medical transition, is rare. The potential medical interventions are similar to those involved in transitioning: mental health therapy, hormone therapy, and surgeries. In a statement, Paxton said the settlement, which the hospital reached with his office and the U.S. Department of Justice, quote, reflects an institutional and fundamental cultural shift away from radical gender ideology. Paxton's office did not respond to a request for comment or provide a copy of the full settlement agreement. Now, I understand that people have to live in Texas for their jobs, for their work, for their careers. I understand that people were born and raised in Texas, and even though they don't think like these backwards fucks, they still love the state of Texas. There are 10 million reasons why I could never live in the state of Texas. And it's shit like this. Why, Tom, are you a transitioning youth? No, but I also don't want to live in a dystopian hellscape. What the fuck is wrong with the state of Texas? Like legitimately, what's wrong with you fucking people? What the fuck is wrong with you people? When our daughter Magnolia was one and a half, I got contacted by a landscape company in Carrollton, Texas, just outside of Dallas. Hey, we want you to come down. We saw your resume on some job board. We want you to come down and talk about running our landscape construction department. And Renee and I thought about it. We thought about, they were going to fly Renee and I down. They were going to, interview me, show us the area, the nice neighborhoods one could relocate to, and yada, yada, yada. And it was more money than I ever thought I would ever make at the time. We considered it. I am so fucking glad we didn't do that. I am so glad that, and it wasn't based on politics, but I am so glad that all these years later, we decided to stay in our blue state and not move to one of these nightmare red states.